But I'm not lying.
He's lying.
I'm not lying. I shoved that fake.
Oh, Jackie! Go. Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm just exciting.
You're getting this.
Happy Father's Day.
Ooh, what's this at the bottom? I got to model this.
Yeah. That's about what you're doing, it.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
There, there. A new handle for my cricket bat. Very good. I like that.
They made it.
Did you really make it?
They made it.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Made it with your granddad. Very you.
Wow. To Dad, happy Father's Day, lots of love. It's like a register. Shannon, Bethany, Lauren, Daniel, and Joshua. His writing's got a lot better, that Josh. How did you know?
I'm just.
Wow, I bet they fit as well.
They will. Perfect.
Perfect. Wonderful. Funny stuff that you get.
Right,
up to,
what
all
line
the
do you want
stuff.
him to say in his talk?
Oh, yeah.
Let me take a selfie.
No, you can't.
Come on, just take that.
Let me take a selfie.
Get in somewhere.
Oh, I'll try.
No.
I don't know how.
Because all he's going to do is say, Sharon said. Let me
Yeah, you can't say that. That we said to say this.
Take a selfie with the congregation.
How on earth is he going to get that
Is that one a bit?
Okay, I'm going to endeavour to try.
in? You know, because you bought the girls all Mother's Day presents.
Well,
Does it fit?
Okay.
I got you medium, Mike.
Yeah?
what?
I'm shrinking.
I know.
I've got a t-shirt. I'm just pointing out I've got another t-shirt underneath.
Yeah. Daniel, seeing as you bought the girls Mother's Day presents, and the other thing as well, look what they got you. What do you say?
Thank you.
You get a Father's Day present.
I don't think this is
It's
a
got a
medium.
CD in. It's a
It is.
medium. Look at it.
You are.
Mhm.
You get ready.
Did I get what? I know I should get ready. I've got to get the boys ready and me ready.
All ready. Are you ready for conference, Dan?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
You don't look very ready. I have my first memory.
Okay, right.
Why are you not happy about it? Because it's my first memory.
We're going to go through more.
Okay.
It was one big
You
mean to
dropped, you
her.
dropped her.
I didn't drop her.
Oh no, that was me.
Right, go on,
You dropped Kimmy, didn't you?
Yeah.
She's mostly alright.
It wasn't. It was just off the bed. We were bouncing on the bed and she fell.
Okay, well my first memory is age 3 years old, and I decided I want to go and visit my nan, who was like my favourite person, and so I remember going up to the door and reaching up to the latch and opening the door. I would have asked my mum, but she'd probably say no, so I decided to go on my own. So I opened up the door and got out the door, and I went walking round, and I think she was a street or two away. I don't remember much of the walking round to her house. I knew the way. We got to her house, and I opened up the door, and I remember opening up the door, and she was sat there in a swivel chair in the middle of the kitchen. And she was having a snooze, and I'm like, Nan, I've come to see you. And she's coming around. She's like, oh, that's great. And I remember she'd had a flood, so she had cushions, like foam from inside cushions. She had them all over the floor to soak up the water. I remember them being all around there. I remember it really vividly. And I'm like, no, I've come to visit you. And she's like, that's great. And she's like, where's your mum? And I'm like, I came on my own. I came to visit on my own. And she's like, you what? And she grabbed hold of me and we went running right round home. And obviously
Did they even notice?
to face the music.
You were 3?
Yeah, they
That's
noticed.
like Josh is 3 soon.
But you know the way to batting range for the food.
Only to the food court.
Yeah.
So that was my first memory. I do have another one, which is my second memory. And that is, shall I just keep going second math? This is my 54th memory. My second memory
Right now.
was, I don't know, in fact this must have actually been my first memory. I was in my pushchair and my nan said to me, you look good enough to eat. And I reached round from underneath my pushchair because I was sat on a piece of toast and I shoved it in her mouth. Just in case, you never know when you need a piece of toast.
And you flood the...
When you squirt us off.
What?
Can you remember squirting the girls with a hose?
Yeah. Write a book about that.
Do you remember anything before that?
Do you remember eating that worm?
Do you remember eating a worm?
Do you remember going in the shower with all your clothes on?
Yeah. Remember pulling the keys off that next thing?
Do you remember pulling the curtain rail down?
Which time?
Emmy,
Daniel remembers quite a lot.
do you remember breaking the letterbox?
My first memory is when I was at playgroup, nursery playgroup, whatever it was.
Which one was it? Because this sounds
Well,
like a lie now.
I think it's a playgroup. I call it
It
playgroup.
sounds like a lie because it's
I
not
don't
a
know if it was
consistent
called
story.
a nursery or a playgroup. Anyway, and my teachers was Miss McGinsky, if that's how you say it. That doesn't
She's
seem
gonna be
real.
watching.
Can we edit her? Because she's in every podcast and she just talks a lot.
And
At least she's not in the car.
Mrs. Andrews, who was a Scottish lady who wore a kilt.
Right, so much Mrs. Andrews.
What?
You go on about
I
Mrs.
don't
Andrews.
talk, I've never talked
Sick of
about
this
Mrs.
woman.
Andrews before. I've never ever mentioned.
Always. I could have told you about Mrs. Andrews. Everything about her. Scottish, she was.
Right.
She was your teacher.
You know nothing about her.
I do. Rage. Only because I don't listen to you. If I listened,
I've
I'd know
never
about it.
spoke to it. Ah! Shush! You're ruining my memories.
Always.
Right. And it was Halloween, and Grandad carved me out. I thought you were supposed to. I thought you were supposed to carve turnips, not pumpkins, because that's what.
That's what we always have. We couldn't afford pumpkins. How expensive are they? Rich kids.
You all get a pumpkin each, you lucky children.
What?
Yeah.
Tiny pumpkin.
No wonder we've got no
One
money.
each. I had a turnip every year that my dad carved it really good, and I took it to playgroup with me, and the teacher. And the teachers were so pleased that they said I got to sit on a chair at story time
They felt so sorry for you.
Oh, I
Poor
remember
kid.
this one.
instead of on the carpet.
Did they send you home with food hamper?
Mine. And because I was allowed to choose one friend to sit on a chair with me, so everyone wanted to be my friend that day.
Not the other days.
And Miss McGinsey had massive hoop earrings. That's my
What
first
does that have to do with anything?
first memory, Beth.
When we were doing the kitchen wall and Dad was there
When we
and
first
he
moved
got me
here.
up
Before we
early,
moved into his
and
house.
Yeah, it was
Dad
me and
here
you and Grandad and Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were all painting the wall.
We were stripping the wallpaper
Well, yeah.
in the kitchen.
You were 3 then,
Mm.
weren't she? Was she 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were 3.
We were doing well.
Why did you bring a 3-year-old to strip the wallpaper with?
Well, do you think I bring her to help, or do you think you forced her? You forced me out.
Did I?
Well, you'd have been pregnant with her.
No, she was born.
Oh, well, you'd been looking after her. You'd be
My
like,
first memory is of not long after Bethany was born.
The good child, the best
So,
child.
you know, I'd have been like over 2.5.
2.5. Yeah.
And I had a sandpit in the garden. And I'd made something wonderful. And I wanted Mum to come and have a look at it. But she was busy with Bethany.
What was I busy doing, Shem?
She was breastfeeding.
Yeah.
And there was a weird guy outside.
Right, I have to just point out that there was a creepy man that lived nearby. Michael had asked me not to go out when he's around. I had a child on the boob that I had actually.
On the boob, is that what we have to say?
That's what she was doing.
I know that. There's got to be a better way to say that.
That I
I
had
think breastfeeding covers it.
breastfeeding. I was breastfeeding, and I had sat in the sandpit while breastfeeding already. And you told me not to do that. Hadn't you? You told
No
me to stay
breastfeeding
away
in the
from the
sandpit.
creepy man. He kept looking over the fence. I couldn't go out.
I warned him anyway.
You warned him,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah, Luke's dad, wasn't it?
Yeah, what did you do?
Told him to stay away.
I had no idea you even spoke to him.
Well, he stopped speaking,
Well, he didn't talk much when you were around now.
didn't
Right,
I
Shannon.
understand that I was quite a demanding child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man in
What?
fat child.
he? Whoa. When do you think this ended, Shan?
When Lol was born.
You stopped
yeah,
being
right.
demanding.
When I had 2 of them, I just thought, I give up.
No, you
Oh, wow.
didn't.
Because we don't think this is finished yet.
What?
Shan. Dad.
What?
Mike.
Mike.
I don't know. I don't know whose side I'm supposed to be taking.
Am I
Mike.
demanding?
Rach, what we're going to do here... Rach, stop laughing. Your stomach's moving the camera.
Sorry.
Remember when I was laying in the stomach? Lol remembers stuff before she was born.
She does.
She always claims she remembers
She remembers the old house when she was 6 months old.
My first memory was my pink.
What?
stuff.
Was my pink pot.
Well, that was Berry. Yeah.
I know that happened